now? You walk around going, huh?
I think it's from my dad.
Yeah.
Huh.
You do it quite a bit. Like sometimes you're at your computer doing it, which makes sense because I would assume that you've read something interesting. But sometimes you're walking behind me and you're just like, oh.
Yep. I wonder if
Do you
some of
notice
it
sometimes
is.
I respond with, huh. And then you go, what?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay, you think some of it might be.
I don't know if this is true, but just so unshocked by everything.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's almost like I'm trying to. I don't know if that's it, but. Huh. Right? Because it's like,
Yeah.
what am I going to see or read or hear that's going to be like, I'm not going to go, whoa.
Yeah, right. What?
What? I don't know. I don't think that's it. That thing I just said, but it might. I say Rihanna hair.
Okay.
I think it's wild.
Yeah.
This little girl grew up in essentially, if you look at the world from a distance, Chrissy grew up almost sort of nowhere. She's wasn't even in the town of Arborg, which is in the Interlake. From a farm. This little girl, Chrissy Troy, grew up to one day influence one of the biggest pop stars of all time.
It's such a ridiculous
awesome.
story that I feel odd telling it because it seems so unbelievable, but it really happened. And then I just think to myself, like, no one will believe you, right? So I never really ever bring it up. Now, there's the odd time that someone remembers when it happened and they'll approach me and they'll talk to me about it. And then that's validation. I'm like, you remember, it is real.
Well, I mean, you could show people photos of the elapsed like of how it actually went down.
Absolutely, yeah. There's a
so
way
have you met Rihanna more than once?
Yeah, a couple of times, maybe 3 or 4 times.
This is the first time you met Rihanna?
This is the very first time. Rihanna is one of the sweetest people that you will ever get to meet. And so, yeah, I've met her like 4 times.
Have you really?
Yeah, she is so incredibly kind.
Where did you meet her 4 times? She
her
hasn't been here
fans.
4 times.
I believe she may have been. If it's not
Was
4,
she at
then maybe 3.
when we were at the Laker game?
No, she was not.
She was there the next night.
Was she?
Yes, she was.
Wow,
Yes, she
I would have
was.
loved to have been reunited with her. I think about what I would say to her and if I would ever say anything to her about that first meeting that we had. So that was a meet and greet where we gave away opportunities for people to go and meet Rihanna before her concert. She was opening for Kanye, to tell you the truth. I don't think she was headlining a show. Okay? And so everybody lines up to meet her and take their pictures with her, and she's absolutely lovely. And so I'm sort of standing in the back because I'm like a chaperone. So I'm standing there and I'm just making sure that everybody's having a great time and everybody's meeting her.
Yeah.
And I really remember what I was wearing that day. So it was just a pair of, I think, Free the People jeans and a bright green zip-up hoodie that didn't have a hood to it, okay? And as I was standing there, Rihanna motioned for me to come and join her and take a photo. And so I was a bit nervous and shy. And of course, I went and stood by her. And she looked at me and she said, "I really love your hair." And I said, "Oh, thank you." And it wasn't one of those compliments where people sort of say it in passing and don't necessarily mean it, because she looked at me and she's like, "What color is that?"
Right.
And I said, "Oh, I don't know." I said, "My friend Shauna is my hairstylist." And I said, "She just throws things together." So my hair, she's looking at it and she says to her people that are sort of in the background, she's like, "Take a picture of us." Yeah. And it was a security guard. And I remember he took a picture of us together. And she said, "No, get in here and get her hair." And so he came behind me and she said, "Really get in there." Okay. And so she took this picture of my hair, and I thought that was very interesting. And I'm a person who likes to help, right? Like I'm a people pleaser. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to call Shauna. I'm going to get the formula that she used in my hair. I'm going to take it back to her. I'm going to give it to her so she has it, right? So she thanks me. I thank her. I can't believe this was such a wonderful experience. And I remember leaving, like what is now Canada Life Center, and standing on the boulevard on Portage Avenue and thinking, I can't wait. Like, I have to phone Shauna now because I
Right.
need this information. I'm like, Shauna, Rihanna really loved my hair. She's like, what? I'm like, so I just met Rihanna. She really, really loved my hair. And she wants to know what color you used for my hair. So can you, like, do you want to come down here? We could probably go and meet her. And Shauna's like, whoa, 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 like overwhelmed, like really overwhelmed. And she's like, honestly, she's like, I don't keep track of it. And she goes, Chrissy, I really just throw whatever I think looks good together. And she goes, so I don't really know what that is. And I'm like, okay. And so I remember that was the end of it. Went to the concert. It was amazing. I came in. I told you that story on the radio, right?
Yeah.
We talked about it. And then that was pretty much it, right? And then, I don't know, like it was a couple of months later that we had somebody call us and say, have you guys seen what Rihanna looks like?
Yeah.
So I can't remember the era, but if you can find photos of Rihanna with her black hair, except she has one strip of just white hair right at the beginning of her face, right? Just one small section that has been bleached out. So everyone thought that was a fashion statement, right? And it kind of just stayed that way until one day she showed up, and that white section was, and it was on the left side of her head, I think, was red, like really bright red. And so I remember that listener, it was a woman saying, did you guys see what Rihanna looks like right now? She has like one section of really red hair. And so what you would do back then, because now people wear wigs a lot, right? But you would bleach out your hair,
Yeah.
which is what she did on that one section. And then she was testing out a color to see if that pigment would work on her hair. And she wore that one strip of red for a little bit. And then all of a sudden, the next time we saw Rihanna, her whole head was red.
the exact same color that you had.
my
Yeah.
hair was.
It was awesome.
When she met me. And it was really
awesome.
surreal. It was really surreal.
Manny, come over.
Amazing.
So I just remember, like, when I saw that, it was
See, this woman.
The effect of impact. That's what it is.
right.
Impact.
Yeah.
Exact same hair. Little Chrissy Troy over here.
I'm tearing. All tearing.
You're tearing up.
Oh my goodness. And do you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you still kept your mouth. It was like, does she know how much so much? So you're just so used to this thing, and your conversation with Ace was looking like a conversation to the radio. I was like, oh, professionalism at its peak.
That's right.
Chrissy, you're awesome. You're awesome.
Thank you very much. I know that I'm turning red now. I'm blushing, but I have that photo somewhere. It is that
Yeah,
picture
we'll
of
find
Rihanna
it.
and I
Yeah.
together
We'll
in the green
cut it
hoodie
into
and
the-
the jeans.
Yeah.
Great.
Can you help me with that thing, or did that not make any sense?
Yeah, I can help you.
Because I also, no. Have you seen my desktop?